Well, there's a lot of different events that we're adding, with outdoor, and then you add a 4x1 relay, and so we've got to find our candidates for that and start shoring up handoffs and things like that, and that'll come as the season progresses, as we get reps on the track. And but really, for us on the men's side, we're going to be redshirting some people, and so. We have a lot of talent on the men's side, but we still feel like we need to create more depth, and I think next year is really going to be a good year for us on the men's side. Bringing guys like Paul May back in, and Yariel is going to redshirt outdoors, and we got a couple other guys like Abraham's going to redshirt. So a lot of our big guns are going to be redshirting and kind of gearing up for next year. And but on the women's side, we're pretty full force. So we add the discus. And we have some ladies that can really throw the discus, so that's going to be big for us on the women's side. And so I'm really excited to see what the women can do with these added events. And the 4x1, our 4x1 on the ladies' side should be pretty good. So it's going to be exciting to see things come together. And there's still some holes we need to fill. There's still depth that we need to create in certain events, and we're working on that. But we're relatively healthy, and I'm excited to see what we can do outdoor season. And in Texas, you get wind from all directions in the spring, and obviously the heat is a factor, but that's something that we're used to down here in South Texas, and that's just fine. But we are going to Utah Valley for the conference championship, so they're going to be at a little bit of altitude, and that's going to that can always play a factor, so we got to make sure that we're highly conditioned and ready to deal with rounds and things like that. So those are things that we're preparing for and looking at. We're going to add some freshmen to the mix, and some of our newcomers that we weren't able to give opportunities indoor just because of the limited entries. And outdoors, we're allowed to bring 32 to the conference meet, and so we want to try to give as many people as we can a shot to make that roster. Especially with us redshirting a few people, there's some extra opportunity there, and we'd love to see some freshmen and some transfers step up and take those spots. That'd be nice to see.
With it being a longer season, does that affect how long or how quickly you bring along some of these?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how you do things, and especially if you got kids that may make the regional meet, because then you're going all the way into late May, and you got to be really careful about the way you compete athletes and the way you manage their training. So, but at the same time, you got to make sure that they're getting reps, plenty of quality reps. That way, they're ready to compete and do a lot of events by the time we hit conference and regional championships. So, it's a nice dance. It's a nice balance. But our coaching staff, we work together and communicate and make sure that we're doing what we can for these student athletes to give them the best possible opportunities to be successful.